Welcome to Timothy Haggerty on youtube.com. Please subscribe, please view, push a like if you like. Any comments, suggestions, I'd like to hear it. I'm going to be talking about my vacation talk, episode 5, and we're going to talk about when I was going to Ohio and the border of Michigan. I've been in New Jersey, Pennsylvania, New York. So in the summer of '98, we took the drive. Of course, we went through the way through Bradford up towards the Erie way, going into Ohio and stuff. And along the way, we'd stop and check out these rummage sales because they like to stop at rummage sales and stuff. And we're along the journey going up there, listening to music and different things, checking the scenery, got to stop at some different flea markets. It was a very cool kind of thing. We actually stayed up in the border of Michigan at a motel or something, and I think it was something similar to a Motel 6 or something back in the day, and there was a movie theater right next by, so we went to go see Deep Impact, that movie Deep Impact with Morgan Freeman, and there was an eating area around there and stuff, and then I actually remember we went to visit Daryl's family in Ohio, and I met his family there, and we went to visit them and stuff, and I remember we were going by a little lake, and it was this fish with a rock in his head, and it was with Bear, my brother, and we're checking out these things, seeing the water area along Ohio and Michigan, and some good moments. We went to Sandusky, Ohio, and we got to go to Cedar Point, and I went on this thing. It takes you all the way up and just drops you down, and I have a picture of me, a couple pictures of me when I was in Cedar Point. And I got to hang out with the family, and we got to go to Cedar Point. That was a great experience. Just going to different roller coasters and enjoy company with the family. I think it was called the Viking. It was a fast roller coaster that would spin around and all that. And I think in the same year we went to Deering Lake over by New York State. That was pretty cool too. They had the Superman up there and stuff, but just doing some walking and hiking and spending time with the family and trying different things and just enjoying ourselves. I'd never been out that far, and I got the opportunity just to have a nice little trip and relax and just enjoy things. And I had a lot of fun hanging out with my family from Smithport on that trip, and it was a lot of fun, and talk about 1998. I mean, there was some interesting times back in the day. When you go from 98 to the beginning of November in 99, I was in Smithport. But I remember back in the summer, late summer of 1999, I went back to live in Bradford, PA. So I was in Bradford and stuff like that, and I met a lot of incredible people and do a lot of different things. I remember some moments, Bear, Steve, me wrestling around. And then Sonny, we all call a shotgun for the seat right by the TV. That was some interesting times. I'd always joke around with Daryl and say, "Stunner." It was a fake stunner, what Stone Cold Steve Austin does. And some good moments. I remember Mrs. Bishop making that wonderful peanut butter pie. So it was some good moments back in the day, and we got to do different things. I remember I went to 3 times to see Rick Israel or something like that. Jesse's dad, and we got to see him race and stuff like that, and at the fairgrounds. And me and Jesse used to hang out and stuff, and just have a good time and play video games and different things. And I remember I went to the bowling down there, and Smithport and Bradford, and I remember I seen Mary, Daryl's daughter, get married. One of his older daughters. But yeah, it was some interesting times back in the day. I remember we got the opportunity to visit this mansion. They had secret doors and all that, so we play hide and seek and all that. Play out in the field with the soccer thing, and yeah, it was some great moments. And I met a lot of different people back in the day. I remember Angel Powers back in school very well. But you kind of look at a lot of things, and a lot of things you have seen. Some great moments, interesting moments. There's always things when you're young you're trying to overcome, and then there's things where you have enjoyment and all that stuff. But everybody knows that you go through different positions, and it was just a great experience up to that point, and I got to do different things. And I kind of remember, when was that? It's around 90s, between 97 and 99 was the last time I went to Thunder Rocks. But years later, I got the opportunity in the fall of 2017, so that was pretty cool, where I started the rock climb and all that stuff. And but yeah, they had like 2 movie stores, one on the far side from where we live, and one in the downtown area. But yeah, it was like some interesting things back in the day. I remember they had Daddy's Pizza in Smithport, and they had Fox's Den. Now they just have Fox and Den. But yeah, it was some interesting times. I remember right across the street was the Pentecostal church. Right across the street was the Catholic church. So it was some interesting moments back in the day. So just talking here with episode 5, and you know, we're coming up to November 3rd, 1999, possibly 1 p.m. Okay. But right before that time, I guess I came back into my area because my Uncle Sean passed away and stuff, so I got the opportunity to come up. But the thing here is, on November 3rd, 1999, about 1 p.m., I was back in the area in Bradford County. I was living in Towanda, Pennsylvania, on 2nd Street for about 6 months. And, you know, I'm finally back in this area. So that's a very interesting thing where I just, you know, I went to school in Towanda High School for about 6 months. Got the opportunity to go there. It was from I don't even think it was 6 months, but it was November, December, January. Yeah, so about 3.5, 4 months. So I was in Towanda and stuff like that. And then I actually kind of went through something, and I told everybody that I didn't want the take medication anymore. I didn't really want to listen to anybody. It was the best thing for me at that time, and it really was. It took time, but it changed a lot of things. In a way, all the doctors were wrong about all that. It's no offense to them or anything. It's just every person's different, and for me at that time, that stuff wasn't actually working, and that was a good thing. So I moved back to back in Sayre, Pennsylvania. Sometime around February of 2000, and I was living back in the area, going to school at the Sayre High School, and it was pretty cool. And I went to the other school that used to have one down in a different area, just for a little bit. And so I went back to school and all that, and it was pretty cool. And actually, talking about vacations, in the year 2000, I actually went to Macy's parade in November for Thanksgiving, and I went to Macy's parade the year later too, in 2001. So I kind of seen when Twin Towers were there and when they weren't there. And actually, that will be my next vacation talk. 2 trips when I went to New York City. And when I went to Atlantic City, New Jersey. There are some interesting trips when I went to Atlantic City, New Jersey as well too. So I'll include that because my next study will actually talk about New York and Atlantic City, New Jersey. And I'll be talking some moments from that and Niagara Falls. So we're basically talking between 2000 and 2003. I'm going to talk about that. Then on my other subject, I'm going to backtrack back in 2002, where I'll be talking about my trip to California and Nevada, and the year I graduated high school. So until next time, I hope you have a great day. See you later. Bye.